What was that? What is happening?
You know, like when old, like, grumpy men, like, clear their throat, or like the walrus from Alice in Wonderland? The way he would talk or clear his throat, he'd be like...
You know the cold open is just going to be you making all these noises.
The views, thoughts, and expressions of the show are purely satire and do not reflect the host's employer or any associated parties pertaining to the hosts. This is a joke of a show. Do not take this show serious. We are idiots.
NFA is the podcast of the day. Got a cowboy and a witch and two nerds that don't play. They're talking about things that make your mind afraid. No sense of they're here to slay. They ride through the airwaves, kicking up dust, covering topics that others might cuss. Get ready for all opinions, no fuss. Cowboy, witch, and nerds, you better trust.
Welcome, everybody, to another episode of the NFA Network. My name is Zaga, and this week, we are 1 week away from the season finale. And I've been a little bit back and forth. I've been late on episodes. I accidentally posted an episode on Sunday, so you guys got it early. We were supposed to do a double feature, but hope you enjoyed that with Soju Wu and Copper. But this week, there's a return, and she's back, guys. The witch, Ellie the witch, my wife, the wife. Is here.
What's up?
Hey, babe.
How's it going?
So, yes, we decided, like, the second to last episode is like, you know what? We got to give fill the people in on what's going on and why we're going to be taking a
we're going to be
6-month hiatus.
And also, we haven't done an episode, just the two of us, yet this season, I don't think, have we?
Not this season, I don't think. No,
it was time.
Yeah. So I figured this week we would fill you guys in on what we've been up to, what we're going to be up to. And Logan Paul, if you're somehow finding this episode or for whatever reason, please just, drop us some love, man. We love Prime Energy, Prime Hydration. I don't believe what them TikTokers saying. You're the man. Okay. But on some more important things. Yes, we've been working on the wedding.
And ourselves.
Right, baby.
Mentally.
You have. I'm crazier than ever. I'm legit crazier than it's ever been.
All right. Well, one of us has been working on personal development.
And how's that? Yeah, fill the people in. Touch base with them. They haven't talked to you in a long time.
I know. It's been a minute. Yeah, I've been busy. I'm getting real sick of my therapist leaving me, though. Like, I'm on number 3, bro. They keep just, like, abandoning me. Granted, this one says she's going to come back because she's just going on maternity leave. But, like, it's getting old. It's getting old.
Just saying, there's a common denominator.
So, like, what? Should I just stop going to therapy? Like, I don't know what to do.
I don't know what to do. My therapist told me I don't need it, so
and, like,
I don't know what else to do.
Right? In this house, there are 4 adults in this house. 3 adults. I was counting Rosie as an adult. Rosie's our dog.
Well, what? You're counting the dog as an adult. Leia's a child.
So anyway, out of the 3 adults in our house, on paper, I'm the most successful. But I also feel like I'm the most crazy. So I don't understand how success, like, you know how the hot to crazy scale is? What's the success to crazy scale? Yeah.
Success to crazy
like,
scale?
You know, the crazy to success scale where there's the hot to crazy?
The crazy hot scale, yes. I don't know where you would fall on that.
That's got to be a thing.
Because success is
true. Because your success could be like a drop in the bucket to somebody else. But like
exactly. I lie all the time and people believe I'm so successful. So it's all perspective.
I mean, there is that.
I tell people I own my own studio.
I mean, that's not 100% a lie because I own the house that you recorded and we're married. So, ex-nay, you own half of it.
That's what I'm saying. I just lie. It's all perspective. That's what I'm saying. So, I bet you could come off that she's like super, super successful, but in reality, she lives under a bridge and she's just crazy. See, that's and then that's where the level of crazy, like that level of crazy, that's like way off the spectrum. Like people believe you're successful. See, that's what I'm saying. You can skew the chart. You can't really skew the hot,
well,
crazy
no,
chart.
because that's subjective too. Because like, all right, think about it this way. Like, no,
Hot is
because
hot.
what's his nuts? The volunteer firefighter dude that I have the hots for that everybody think is ugly. Buscemi, like
Steve
I
Buscemi?
think he's hot, but everybody else thinks he's ugly. Or is that just me being crazy again?
See, that's where you go into the crazy realm. He looks like him,
But I
and
also think Skarsgård is also
again,
so gorgeous.
it's the Pete Davidson butthole eyes
No, they
effect.
got
Like
bug
you got
eyes.
butthole
They have like
eyes.
literally
everything
the
is-
opposite of Pete Davidson eyes. They're bug eyes, not butthole eyes.
It's frustrating. I just don't understand it. Like universally though, like all men
Well,
love Ryan Reynolds
because
though.
he is
he's a very
like the
beautiful
stereotypical like perfect man. He's white, so there's that.
Isn't he
He
Canadian?
is. He's Canadian,
Canadian.
and he's very nice, from what I've heard.
Canadians
I
are
don't
very,
know,
very
bro.
nice.
I work with a lot of Canadians, and they're kind of assholes. They're very rude to me. They give me the
Wow.
worst attitude, and I think it's because they have accents, so it comes like they have French accents, so it comes off like they're just being assholes.
Oh, they're French Canadians. French Canadians are different. French Canadians are assholes. I'm talking about the Tim Hortons type. Like where Drake's from.
Well, if they produced a Drake, wait, is Drake from the same area as Bieber?
I have no idea.
No,
I thought Bieber was
Bieber's from
American made.
Canada. Yeah,
He's
Google it.
Canadian? I don't know. I don't care. I can care less enough. So we have been working on the
Yeah.
wedding and planning it and getting everything all going with it. And it has been
All right,
it's been
first of
stressful
all,
but
it has
fun at
not
the
been
same
stressful. The most stressful thing that has come up has been the fact that I was trying to figure out or pick the vegetarian dish, and you're supposed to pick sides to go with a vegetarian dish. So what vegetable do you pick to go with a vegetable dish? It was very stressful.
Yeah, I don't understand that one. Like, let me get these roasted asparagus with some potatoes and carrots. There you go.
Right.
That's a dish.
And they're like,
That's the whole dish.
no, you need
That's
a
a
side
side.
with that. The quinoa, I
don't
guess.
understand it. Like we actually had to go to Salem, and we had to meet with a bunch of people for the wedding. So we had a food tasting, where, by the way, I feel like we were lied to about the food tasting. I thought this was going to be like an hour event. I did not realize that we were going to be there for damn near fucking.
Yeah, it was a
4
while.
hours?
I think it was about 5 hours altogether. Like, if you wanted to stay and talk to the chef, it would have been like 5 hours, which we didn't end up doing because we were over it at that point.
Yeah, like the first hour and a half, we were just standing around.
Yeah, they
We
were
met some
dope.
cool
They were
people.
scientists. One of them, she was wicked tall and super
And
pretty.
Let me preface this though. I was stoned out of my
He
mind.
was.
Boy,
Well, you have to be. We're tasting food. What
I
better way to go food tasting than when you're the hungriest you're gonna be?
so here's the funny thing though, is the girl that we were talking to told me she was ripping her pen the whole time. About ripping her pen on the way down to
Seems like a lie.
food tasting.
'Cause I was looking
And I'm
at her.
sitting
She
there,
did not at
and I
all
was like-
elude stony baloney.
Yeah, I feel like she was just trying to fit in, but I did not feel smart in any sense of those conversations. I was so quiet.
Yeah, you made
for
me
majority
do
of those
all the talking,
conversations.
and I was wine drunk, so I just made us look both the dumb. We were.
Well, at least we were
We
entertained.
made everybody laugh.
Yes. I'm so excited to eat the food though
I
at the
am.
wedding. I will
I'm
gnaw
pretty
someone's head
excited.
off. And by the way, anybody who's watching who's gonna be at my wedding or at our wedding, if you interrupt me while I'm eating, I am punching you very hard. I'm gonna
No.
get a sign made. Can I get a sign made? I will punch you if I'm eating. Don't bother me. I will punch you like that. Just right there, boom. I'll put I have the little LED sign. I'll bring it with me. I'll pack it in my pants.
What? You'll pack
Yeah,
it
the little
in your
LED sign, the
pants?
little pixelated one. Yeah.
Do you know
ready.
how that sounds, right? All right.
Oh, yeah.
As long as we're all tracking.
It's all good.
So anyway, yeah. So we go to this food tasting. It was like 5 hours long. And like, so I thought, now granted, let's preface this all with the fact that we like booked the hotel for the wedding. How long have we been engaged? I was still actively in
2
the
years?
military. No.
Year and a half.
No. It's more than that
Because-
because I
Well, 5 months to our wedding, so yeah. We've been engaged for
it's almost 3
almost
years,
2 years.
because
yeah.
we got engaged this summer before I stopped going to drill, and I've been doing my whole military fight for the past almost 2 years. Next month is 2 years. So it's two.
No, I don't know. I thought
Anyway, we booked the hotel 2 years ago because it took me about 6 months to figure out where we were getting married. Because side note, I've also done this before. This is my second wedding. So I knew just like booking it was going to be the most stressful part of it. At least like for me, because I also don't give a shit about a lot of things for the wedding. I think I've been pretty chill as far as brides go this whole time.
I'm actually very surprised. I was expecting her to be
No.
barking orders at me, but luckily, I'm not in trouble yet.
The only thing that you messed up on, what was it? It was something to do with the guest list. Oh, yeah,
didn't
you
have
didn't have
somebody's
someone's
last
last name.
name.
That's all it was. But anyway, yeah. So we booked this 2 years ago. So like policies and whatnot have changed. And so we had to book it out pretty far in advance because when I was looking at dates for the hotels, we were competing with everyone whose weddings got pushed off from COVID. So, all of the prices
Yeah.
on everything
I
were
forgot.
jacked all the way up. So that was annoying. And B, everybody was like, all the good dates were taken. And so when I looked 2 years into the future, I was like, Friday the 13th. Perfect. And then we just like paid for it.
Yeah.
So like things have changed.
Well, we had the option for October Friday the 13th, but we were
No,
like,
because it
no
was
shot.
10 grand more to get married in October.
Yeah, that's what we said.
Yeah.
That's what we
It
said.
was
No shot.
absolutely crazy. So yeah, when we booked it, the way that the food tasting was set up was very different. Like, because they had a whole different menu and stuff. So I think that's what like kind of messed us up, because their whole menu is completely different than what it was 2 years ago. And they actually have more vendors now than they did before, because there was no espresso bar when we booked our wedding the first time around.
I'm very upset that meatloaf wasn't an option, because that meatloaf was
meatloaf at the
delightful.
pub. We can have that at the rehearsal dinner.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck yeah. Did they have pot pie
Ooh,
too? I
we
wanted
could
to try
do
the pot
like
pie.
like, because, you know, most of your family hasn't really been to Massachusetts. We could do it like Pilgrim style. We could do like potluck, or we could do the meatloaf, the chicken pot pie. We could do, what's another like classic like pilgrimy ish?
Rats on a stick.
No.
Fine. Maybe not rats, but throw a witch on a stick. Over an open fire. It's fine.
That's it. You're banned. We're not getting married in Salem anymore. You can't go back. You're disrespectful. I'm calling it off.
I mean, I feel like I fit right in. If I disrespect the witches in Salem, I'm just fitting in
Historically
with the crowd.
Nah,
But
a
I'm
lot of
saying-
people would stop you nowadays. We got more people on our side now than you guys do.
Oh my god, I would love to do a skit where I just go out there like a pilgrim, just walk around like burn them
Oh, we
all.
should do that if we go back in October. Oh wait, we won't, because we're going to be really busy in October. Yeah,
Yeah.
which leads me to another.
Yeah.
Wait, no, we'll get to that. That's down the road. What I did want to talk about was the flowers. It's really freaking hard to find flowers for a dark themed wedding that don't look like funeral flowers.
I thought funeral flowers are always like bright
Ew.
and happy to represent the person
Not
that
at any
died.
of the funerals I went to.
I don't know. I don't pay mind to the funeral, to the wedding, or to the flowers at the funeral. That's usually like the last thing I look at.
So I look at them. It's like the first thing. Because you know what I'd rather not look at? A dead body.
I feel like it's fun. I always poke.
Not.
Yeah, every time I go to a wake, you gotta poke.
Okay, no, I'm calling bullshit on that because I've been with you to a wake and I watched you the whole time because I was curious to see if your like Catholicness would kick in because you went to Catholic school or whatever at one point. I wanted to see if you crossed yourself, but it didn't happen. So anyway, you did not poke anything or anyone, so you're a liar.
Well, not at that one. There's so many people around. It's always the small funerals where there's like maybe like 15, 20 people. If I go up there, I just give a little.
People, why are you like this?
You gotta make sure they're dead.
No, that's why you bury them with a belt.
Listen, I'm waiting for. I'm waiting for one of the days my friend tried to pull a prank, and then he pops up. I'm gonna pop him right in the face. I'm telling you, I'd fake my death just to see what people said. It'd be funny.
I mean, I'm not gonna say I would.
You would never.
But I'm also not going to say I wouldn't because I'm also curious. Like, curiosity killed the cat. Like, I'm never going to go through somebody's phone to see if they have secret conversations about me because that would be main character syndrome. But, like, I do be wondering how my name comes up in conversation, what people be saying about me.
Like, yo, I can't wait till I'm a ghost. I'm going to have so much fun. I'm going to fuck with somebody. Yo, I swear to God, if there is an afterlife, I'm going to be so mad if I go to some pearly gates. I'm going to be like, motherfucker, send me back down. I have unfinished business. My unfinished business
is I'm fucking nosy. Or who is mourning my death? Who is in crippling depression because I left? That's what I want to know.
Fuck that. That school teacher who's just tired and just sitting in their living room, all of a sudden their book is going to fall off their bookshelf. Why? Because I just feel like it. You should have passed that kid. You should have felt bad for him because he can't read that well and let him go back into playing football. See what happens when teachers pass students? You get people like Gronkowski.
Yeah, and then an entire roast is...
We know that real money.
Like, I don't understand how they, like, let him up there in the state that he was in. Like, that was just rude. Like, my heart...
I don't know. I don't think he was that drunk. I feel like he was just sober, just being stupid.
Like, okay, I say this with love, but that man should not be allowed to speak in public without thoroughly rehearsing what he's going to say first, because he definitely has a brain problem, probably from way too many concussions, and can't form an intelligent thought at all.
I feel like that was before
I died, literally died, sitting there watching him, like, talk. The whole time, I just kept
it was so cringy, and you could just see, like, they're trying to help him read. I thought they were just messing. He really can't read.
Like, bothered me more is because it reminded me of, like, my family, because, like, a lot of us, like, struggle reading, and, like, I mean, I can read fine, but some of my other siblings, like, they really struggle to read as adults, and so, like, it broke my heart that, like, I feel like they didn't properly prepare him so that he could be the butt of a joke, and so, like, that pissed me off a little.
Yeah.
He took it in stride, and he did great, but, like, then it just became fucking awkward, like, it was weird. The whole roast after that had, like, a weird vibe.
Oh, after he shot glass. Apparently, she like a piece of glass cut some shit in the front row. Well, I'll make sure I don't do anything stupid like that at our wedding.
Also, if you put cake in my face, I reserve the right to punch you.
No, not putting no cake in your face. That cake's going in my mouth. Do you understand how inebriated I'm going to be on our wedding? I'm going to be so stoned.
I want to walk down. I'm going to walk down the aisle perfectly, like, sober as a loon, because at this point I have a point to prove. Just because the first time around I wasn't, so, like, I want to make this one, like, stick, so it's like it's a thing for me. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like if I do it sober, it'll stick.
I'm saying for the reception, I'm going to be smoking because I don't drink.
Live
So
your best life. Plus, we're gonna have to deal with all the in-laws.
you were talking about flowers, though.
It's getting increasingly difficult to find flowers that don't look like funeral flowers, but then also are still like fitting with the vibe, because I feel like most wedding flowers are so like happy. And I don't want it to be happy. I want it to be dark and brooding. Yes, but also like romantic.
So like dark plum purples with dark greens. Yeah, that's the theme of our wedding, though, isn't it?
Well, it's what
my
your
suit is.
theme is. But I'm just excited. I think like the florist and I were like on the same page as to like what I'm looking like for, though. So I'm excited to see what she puts together, because obviously she knows more about flowers than I do.
Oh yeah, and the fact that she was so excited. This was like the most bubbly girl I've ever met in my life.
And there was a mouse.
And yeah, like I'm in mid conversation with this lady, just talking to her about whatever. Now, granted, again, I'm stoned, and I'm just talking to her, and I just go, yeah, there's a mouse over there, by the way. So about the flower.
And she was like, wait, what?
In conversation.
And like she works out of her home too.
There's a mouse.
So, he was, we're just sitting there, and he just he's like says, yo, there's a mouse. And I just look at him, I'm like, Tony, like what are you doing? Because like to me, I would be so embarrassed if someone was at my house and there was a mouse. But
for me, I want to know if a goddamn mouse is in my house.
Yes, there's that too. But like, I also trauma. Anywho, so she immediately just goes, "Oh my god, where?" And she got like so excited. She's like, "We've been looking for this little mouse for a week. He's been making our life miserable." It was the funniest shit.
Oh my
but yeah,
God.
So I'm excited to see what she puts together for them. And my arch. I'm excited for my arch.
Yeah. Yes, the arch that's like 4 feet away from me. We got to go back up there and drop that off. We should just make another weekend out of it.
We could do a Saturday night into Sunday.
Fuck yeah, let's go shopping. Love shopping there. Seriously though, Blackcraft just takes all my money.
I don't think they take anything. I think you walk in and willingly hand it over.
Well, every time we go there, they just got new cool shit. Like, just stop coming out with cool shit.
Have better self-control.
That's never gonna. As I'm chugging energy and smoking nicotine and indulging, yeah, self-control. Yeah, that's what I'm known for. We did pick some good music.
I'm excited. I've been adding more music too, but I need you to go through everything I add, because I recognize that the music that I like to dance to, not everybody else does.
Oh yeah, no, we're gonna purge that motherfucker.
I added some good ones. I added some ones from like that I would listen to in the club back in the day.
Yeah, we'll have some good ones, because like so the idea of the playlist, babe, was for him to like just get an idea of what we're working with and him play off of it, because he's a DJ. He knows how to keep people dancing.
I want
to
hear some Stevie Nicks. I want to hear, is it Dreams or Rumors that I like?
Dreams is a song, Rumors is an album.
I don't know. I'll look into it.
Wait, is Rumors?
I can't remember. I just like all of them. I just usually put on Stevie Nicks radio and I know all the words to all the songs, but don't ask me what the names of any of them are.
Yeah, it is not a song.
Rumors or Dreams?
God damn, Rumors. Dreams is their main song. This was 4 CDs long.
And it was just an album of her ripping on the fact.
All of them talking shit about each other.
Like, she wrote all the songs, so it was her talking shit about everyone who was screwing her over in the band. And then she made them play all of them.
No, fuck Drake. Fuck Drake and Meek Mill. That shit was real beef.
Yeah. And then to make them, like, 35 years later, she's still making them perform those songs?
Yeah, I mean, it's made them very rich. True. So let me pull up the wedding playlist here, because we have quite a few. We have quite a few bops in here. Why can't I find it? There we go. Let's see. Lil Boo Thing. By the way, I feel like that man should have waited until the summer to drop it. Which we're going to touch on in a second. We want to talk about some of the top songs that we think we're going to vote our song of the summer here. We have a little Jack Harlow, Loving on Me, right? Because of the little dance. You got a little Dixon Dallas, because Dixon Dallas has to be on there. I got to make sure I had the Post Malone song. That has to be on there. Show Me Love, little Teddy Swims, little Doja Cat. What were we walking out to? Oh, yeah, we were coming out to, for little Mr. Finley, our nephew,
The
little
Trolls
Justin Timberlake.
song. I can't remember what it's called.
Yes, I don't know what it's Justin Timberlake. That's all I know.
Yeah.
Justin Timberlake from Trolls. I have no clue about what the song is called.
I
Or what
just
it's
know
even
that
about.
every
I just
time
know
it's played,
that
our nephew just stands up and he starts dancing.
he gets excited. So that's his little thing for him. But yes, we have. I mean, so I know, like, you know how weddings, like, the bride is the one with the big entrance that's supposed to be important, everyone cares about. Nobody really cares when the groom comes out, right? Like, he just kind of mingles and then just stands up at an
And
altar.
y'all know
So
your boy
when I
Zaga
come
just
out,
could not have that. Like, he needed, this Leo needed his moment.
I'm just saying, you've done this.
I
You're
know.
gonna be doing this twice now. You've had 2 moments where everybody risen for you. Everybody was here, was like watching you. All eyes on you. I just want it one time. Just want one moment. That's all I want. You ain't even gonna see it. You ain't even gonna be part of it.
No,
You're
I'm
still getting ready.
literally going to be standing on
This
the
will be
other
like
side of the door, dum-dum.
No, what? No, because I'm gonna be sitting up there the whole
Yeah,
time.
but it's not, you're
So
not
they
going to be
gather
up there for
everybody
that
around.
much longer before I'm up there.
I don't know about
I've
all
done this
that,
before.
but I'm definitely gonna be coming out. Yo, Carlos, I don't know if you watched the episodes, but if Carlos is there, I'm gonna ask him to bring his belt just to hand me for a minute, so I can hold the belt up as I come out to John Cena's intro.
God.
It was either that or it was going to be Roman Reigns, but I didn't want to come out to war themes. I
I mean, you could have. I wouldn't have judged you for it.
I'm not trying to go to war.
Love is a battlefield.
It's like my groomsmen are preparing me. They just put some eye black under my eyes. They give me a helmet as I'm
You
up
got
there.
this.
Up there with the broom and the dustpan. I'm ready. I'm ready for marriage.
The old ball and chain.
Oh my God. So I know there was we wanted to go over some
Yes.
Reddit posts, some stuff that you found, because you have newly found Reddit, and now you're a huge fan of it, and now you're all over.
Well,
That's all you
because
scroll to me
I
now.
found a subforum of my people. It's for homeschool recovery groups. Like,
You just love the gossip.
all right, you're
And
right.
that's all it is, because you spy on our neighbors, and this is like spying on neighbors, except way more tea.
There's
than
so
you could
much
ever
because
imagine.
that you find like the posts where they'll have the original post, and then down in the comments they'll do like update, and then like there's another update, like wait, like, and you can search the comments for more and more updates. It's so much fun.
I like how our
Yeah.
dogs are just in
They're
the
just
background,
chilling.
blurred out. It's for their protection and for
Their
their
identity
personal
is
protection.
none of your business.
We can't even say that because
Yeah,
Copper's made
fuck
our dogs
Copper.
famous.
They didn't consent.
No, they didn't. That's technically it's. I can't even say it on the internet. Oh, you can't film underage bitches.
They're babies. My babies. All right. So anyway, so this Reddit post.
So
Because like we always like to do like these like little relationship like things because we think we have some good advice. We've been making it work pretty well, and so we stopped like being able to come up with our own problems. So I needed to look for other people's problems. So we're gonna talk about how we would handle the situation.
y'all women are always just trying to find a problem in something. Always.
Yo, it's true though.
Like y'all wonder what. Now, hold up. Now, I'm gonna speak some truth here, ladies. I know there's a lot of ladies that listen to the show, and I still don't
Yo, I have
understand
no
why.
fucking idea.
Ladies, y'all sit there, listen to your sad songs, watch your sad movies, constantly cry, then get confused why you so upset about shit all the time. And then when y'all happy, y'all try to find a problem somewhere, whether it's in Reddit posts,
The Kardashians.
Kardashian. That's how Peter was started.
Because bitches needed another problem.
just a rich white lady just going, God damn it! You know what I'm pissed about? I'm pissed about the fur. You know what? Fuck Chick-fil-A. Those monsters.
All right, so are you ready for my narrator voice?
Oh, here we go.
My boyfriend, 29 male, insists that I, 23 female, get a labiaplasty since he feels that it takes too much effort from him and the intimate act is not the same anymore. How should I tell him that it's not me, it's him, because I don't feel like faking it anymore? Do you know what a labiaplasty is, Dave?
Is that like, that's just the hood,
well,
right?
The labia is the lips around, too. He wants her to go get her pussy tightened. Because he thinks that she has got... Here, we'll read the whole story. But basically, a labiaplasty is where they go in and surgically make your vagina smaller. And it's actually horrible for you, but that's a different story. So, I, 23 female, have been with my boyfriend, 29 male, for almost 2 years. We met in college when I was completing undergrad studies and he was in post-grad school. We started dating and continued the relationship even after graduation. We used to sleep together sometimes twice a day, but it would involve me faking it to enhance his pleasure. I would scream, call him daddy, the usual talk, and that gave him the illusion that he performed really well. However, since I stopped doing all that because I feel that he is not making a serious effort to please me in bed and does not last long if I scream and talk, now he complains that my lady bits have become loose and misshapen from too much action and our intimate moments are not the same as before. He insists that I get a labiaplasty to address my so-called physical problems. However, the issue is that he never goes down on me for more than a few minutes and expects me to do all the work. How should I tell him that it is not me, but him? And honestly, I want to hear what you have to say because I already know what I would say.
Well, first and foremost, on a serious note, communicating about your sexual preferences, things that you like, things that you don't like, very important in a relationship. You need to get that shit out of the way. This is why people used to call me a whore, because I would sleep with girls so quickly. Listen, if you're not sexually compatible, the point of it's irrelevant. The point, like, some people just don't mesh well.
You're not wrong.
Like, it is what it is. Now, on the flip side, this could have all been avoided by her, by the way.
Like, if she didn't make it to begin with.
She fed into this.
Like, I'm not going to say it was her fault because I've done it. You know what I mean? Like, I was definitely in relationships before where, like, I'm going to put him on blast a little bit, but, like, Johnny. So I was in relationships before, and, like, it was literally that situation she described. It was how our relationship was in that aspect. And it was fucking exhausting, dude. So I stopped. And his reaction was, I'm not sexually attracted to you anymore. So you know what? Yeah, she did create her own problem. She did this to herself. Wake up with him, leave him.
That's what I'm saying.
Go be with somebody who's nice and eat your pussy.
That's what I'm saying. Like, if you don't, I don't know. I'm just very open about it. Like I told you from the get-go. I got a mediocre dick.
Like,
I got
you and I from the get-go, though, like I feel like more relationships should honestly start out how ours did, with the expectation that you're going to meet up for one night, have meaningless sex, maybe get some tacos, and then go about your day, and then see what happens with no pressure on it, you know?
Yeah, like if it works, it works. It doesn't, it doesn't. Like, but you got to know if the dick or the poo-tang is good or not, because if it's not good, what the fuck is the point? Like, like, listen, I'm all about, listen, baby, I love you. And I understand, like, the best part of relationship is, you know, having the partner in crime and being with somebody who supports you and all this stuff. But if the sex sucks, that shit doesn't
honestly,
fucking matter.
in a marriage,
like,
that's
really
the most important aspect of a marriage is the sexual aspect. I don't really give a shit what anybody says. To make a marriage actually work, you need to have a healthy sex life. Otherwise, you fucks. Yes.
Good
Everybody
sex.
in the bedroom, everybody who's participating needs to leave satisfied. You better high five after for both having done a good job. If you're not high fiving, it's not good.
That's what I'm saying, right? That's what I'm saying. Like, yeah, I just don't understand. And it's not like there's not resource material out there to learn from. Like, everything I've learned has been from porno.
Wait a second.
Pornhub
Hold
has
the
been-
fuck up. No. Because people who learn how to have sex from porn end up like John Donne, where they only have sex, whatever the fuck that
John
movie
Donne.
was, with what's his nuts. But like,
Yeah, just
it ends up being very like, because porn is, again, one of those things that's like subjective because it depends on like what you're into. But not everybody's into the same shit. I mean, granted, again, that goes back to the whole sexual account, like compatibility thing. But like, I don't know. I just feel like these men who are very selfish in bed learn how to have sex from porn because they think that's how it's supposed to be done.
But even still, there's just enough resource material out there. You can just Google how to make strategies to make a girl, orgasm. It's not like it's hard.
I mean,
like maybe I just show maximum effort. I don't. Like,
but I
No,
will
well, like-
also say it goes both ways too, though, because I know plenty of situations, and I hear it from girls all the time too, where like they use sex as like kind of a weapon to get their men to do like what they want, and that's not healthy either. Like, women, go suck your man's dick. Like, I don't give a shit. You will have a much happier relationship if your man is sexually satisfied, and I don't care if that's controversial or not. Like,
It's
just
true.
shut the
I mean,
fuck up and go suck
I
his
don't-
dick.
anytime
Like,
a
he'll
girl-
do the dishes.
Anytime a girl has ever told me like in my life, and it's like, well, yeah, I won't give you any sex if you don't do this. Okay, I'm just not gonna do. Now I have
Right.
more incentive to just not do this because now I don't even want to have sex with you at this point.
Because
Like
a
that
lot of
doesn't
the
even phase
time,
me. Because we're guys. We're guys. Give me 3 minutes in the bathroom. Done.
wham bam,
boom.
thank you, ma'am. 5 fucking seconds.
I'm good for like. I'm saying I'm good for another day. We're good. You know what I'm saying? So
It
that's
needs to
what
go
I
both
understand.
ways.
Like,
Everybody needs to be sexually happy in the relationship. Otherwise, what the fuck are you doing it for? Because then the best part, like the best benefit of being in a relationship like that with somebody is the sex. So like,
yes, being in a relation, like when I was single, yeah, it was fun. The thrill of the chase was always a fun thing. Yes, but the best part about being in a relationship is the consistent sex. Like I don't
Okay,
have to
wait,
work
hold
for
the
it.
fuck
I can
up.
just text you.
I will say our relationship, the romance in that, like the foreplay and romance in that department could use some work. However, because
What?
you just be texting me like, yo, you want booty? And yeah, it works because obviously I want dick, but like, you could put a little more effort into it.
I'm just saying, it's like this Pavlov, baby. You trained me like this. You gave me you responded one time. That's it. That's all I need. I was like, I'm glad we're on the same wavelength
It
here.
is simple, but
Simple.
like, put some fucking effort in from time to time, you lazy cuck. That is fact.
I am far from a cock.
But I said what I said.
I'm not Will
Ooh.
Smith.
I would say shots fired, but does it really apply
No.
if he doesn't even know who you are? Like,
Good point. He'll
Exactly.
never care about who I am. What other
Oh,
questions do you have
so that was
from
that
Reddit?
one. We get you.
Because that was fun. I the moral of the story,
Oh,
guys, if you're listening, just eat a pussy,
Easy
bro.
peasy.
Like it's till her leg starts like shaking, then that's when you like, or if she tells you to stop, then those are the times to stop. Just keep going. And if I hear my jaw hurts, shut the fuck up. I seen you play baseball. I seen you at the gym. I seen you at the softball field. You're just acting like a little bitch.
and if you
It's like a
expect
little
your
bitch.
dick to be
work
sucked,
through
you
it.
need
Work
to
through it.
reciprocate. Otherwise, fuck you.
Exactly.
Anywho, so I think you'll relate to this one a little bit. So I'm curious to see how you respond.
What the fuck am I feel like I'm about to get so
If
offended.
anything, I should get offended. Like if somebody else were to show this to you and be like, "Yo, eat this," I'd get offended because I would feel called out. Okay. Me, male 30, has issues with my girlfriend's crying tantrums. Female 24. What could be the reason? So, I've been together with my girlfriend for almost 3 years, and I love her a lot. A lot as in I'm going to propose to her at the end of this month. Our relationship is almost perfect. The only thing that bothers me a lot is that she cries a lot. She's not diagnosed, but possibly autistic, and is very quickly overwhelmed by daily interactions. After she gets overwhelmed, she can just randomly cry in bed, saying she's so tired and feels like shit. Sometimes she can't even find the reason as to why she's crying. Just crying because she wants to lose weight, because she thinks she's fat, but doesn't actively do something about it, rather just stay home and watch Netflix. Being active is just not her thing, and dieting also not. She'd rather not eat. Then she starts to cry about her weight and how bad she feels. She's constantly tired, like every day. Intimacy is low because she feels she's ugly, and her libido is low because of that. She just chooses to stay at the place where she is, and she cries when she's unhappy. I don't know anymore what to do. So I could use some advice. The constant crying spells the constant action not matching her words. I want to comfort her and say everything is going to be okay. But all I can do is almost 2 to 3 times a week, and I'm the tired phrase I've heard every day. I don't really understand that sentence. He didn't type it correctly. But from what I hear, he's tired of it. He's tired of telling her it's going to be okay. And I know from my personal youth that I have some trouble with girls crying because I was never able to cry as a child. But this is just extreme, or am I just pointing out a problem that's not there because I don't understand? Okay, so maybe I wasn't completely called out because I'm not necessarily lazy, like how he made her out.
You're not.
But I do be crying. I do be crying.
I had an ex that was something that was similar to that. Like she couldn't even like leave the house.
Oh yeah.
Like the furthest she could go was like her mailbox, and that's the furthest she could go. If I was that dude, I mean, how long?
3 years, and he was about to propose to her at the end of the month. That was posted a couple months ago.
Return the ring. You're done. If you're going online complaining about this and asking for advice, why the fuck are you even looking to pursue this further? You're just wasting time. You're legitimately just wasting time. One of two things happens. It's either you just shut the fuck up and you deal with it, you work with it, you handle it how you handle it. Or you go on the internet, bitch about it, cry about it. You're going to make a mistake and propose, and then you're going to break up before the wedding even happens. Or you're going to just get divorced because you're just going to get tired because you've already did the one thing you shouldn't have done. Air it out, because it doesn't fucking matter. If that's the person you love, you care about, who the fuck gives a shit?
But also, on the flip side, I feel... Okay, so like, I don't know, I feel like that's a double-edged sword too, because I also feel like there is something to be said about the fact that a lot of people, like we don't know her side of the story. Maybe she is like actively working on her mental health and whatnot, and he just doesn't recognize it. However, it's a lot to deal with somebody when they have mental health issues. Like, it's got to be super draining, at least on you, I'm sure, when you come home and I'm just a depresso espresso.
To an extent. I mean, I'm also a very egocentric person and self-centered.
That's true.
I mean, like, it's like, there's no beating around it. Like, it's that's always about me. So it's not even that I care. It's just I'm not very good at empathy. I have, because I've been through a lot of shit in my life, so I'm just not good at it naturally. With Ellie, I'm a lot better with her than I am with strangers. But if a stranger comes to me crying, I just
there.
Good.
Pat.
Poke you like I poked the body's head away. You're alive. You alive? See, you're alive. You're good. But like, I don't know. Like, for me, it doesn't really faze me so much because, like, I know you, and I know how to trick your brain into getting out of a funk. And I've noticed if I can start getting a giggle, I can feed off the giggle and go crazy into one of these days. People at home, you will get on video the stupid voices, characterization, stories that I tell.
You really do be going on these ridiculous rants.
And it's usually because I'm angry about something. Like, and I'll let the fury take over me. And then she just finds it so comical because I can't let go of it at that point. That's the ADHD in me.
Like,
And then
he just commits to the bit.
Spirals. And then she's like crying, laughing, and then she's telling me to stop. And I'm like, no, I'm not going to stop because clearly you were sad before this, and now you're happy. And we're going to let the happy train roll. I'm never like sad. Like I'm more angry than anything else, but I'm never sad. Last time I was sad was when Dustin passed away, but that was really...
You have happy, stressed, and angry, and that is it.
Yeah. And the stress is just like, it turns into really happy super focus.
Like, I found a solution to the stress.
Yeah, like I get super focused on something, and then like I'm so happy because my ADHD brain stopped, and I get to focus, and then I'm like, I get to work on the problem, and then I'm happy.
Yeah.
But then it's either that or I'm mad. But my mad, I've learned we've regressed that, Pat. We try to keep it just the stress level. Because if we go past the stress level and I get to the mad level, then bad things happen. But what was it here? Do you have another one?
I have one more
before we wrap up
that I feel like could be good because we were just talking about it the other day. It was a similar situation.
Oh, God.
Well, not really. It was a very different situation, but the end result was the same. Anywho, my boyfriend, 27 male, bought me, 26 female, an expensive gift for my birthday. Am I being unfair and ungrateful for not liking it? 2 days ago, I celebrated my 26th birthday. My boyfriend bought me a dress and a bag that looked quite expensive. Problem is, both the dress and the bag are green, and I don't own anything green because I don't like the color, while the bag is not my style at all. I tried to smile when I opened the gifts, but I must have been unable to hide some of my disappointment, so he called me out on it and we got into a discussion. He kept saying that most people are fine with much less expensive gifts and say that it's the thought that counts, while I'm being ungrateful despite him spending so much money. I tried to explain that I would have been fine with a much less expensive gift and that I don't have a problem with the monetary value of the gifts, and I wasn't faulting him for buying the dress in the wrong size. However, it's just that it was clear he had gone last-minute shopping and bought the first things he saw in the shop window, and just hoped that after being together for a little over a year, he could have put in a little bit more effort. Now I'm starting to feel bad because the gifts are not cheap at all, and it's possible I'm being unreasonable with him. Am I being unfair and annoying?
You've all been there, homie. You probably were. Listen, to the man that this is about, this is a direct. I hope you find this, and I hope TikTok do your thing. My man, we've all been there. Listen, I know that you get the notification on your phone. You're like, oh, shit. You rush out of work. You go to the store. You're just like, fuck, it's $400. Fuck it, it's $400. Let's buy it. She'll be happy with it. It's a lot. It costs a lot. She'll appreciate that at least. She's not going to. She ain't. She'll return it later. Just make sure you get the receipt. Say you're sorry. Thought it would have been nice. Yada, yada. But we've all been there. It's all right, brother. It's all right. Because I bet you looked through those comments, that boy was ran through the goddamn
I didn't look into the comments because I knew he was going to get ran through because he didn't even get the right size. Like, if you're going to buy a dress, you better know a bitch's size because that's a really sensitive thing.
Yeah. Women's sizing makes no fucking sense.
You would...
Like, I really...
Yeah, but you can kind of tell by looking at most things if something's going to fit. Like, if you know your bitch is like medium-ish...
No, I've seen some of the stuff y'all buy. Like, it looks this small, but then y'all put it on, and it's like perfectly fitting. It's like, how the fuck did that turn? It's like the fucking dinosaur I put in the tub when I was a kid, and it was a pebble, and it turned into a giant thing, and you're like, cool, and then it fucking disintegrated. That's legitimately what it was, and I don't understand it. I don't get it. It makes no goddamn sense. I've seen some of the clothes you wear. It literally, it's so small. It's nothing. And I'm just like, what the fuck? And then I see you wear it. I'm like, how the fuck did that turn into
how
that?
Do you fit?
What mystique superpowers did you just drop and supposedly fucking do? This is witchcraft. This is what witchcraft truly was. I don't think it was bitches and doing some potions like that. It was makeup and contour and these fucking dresses that don't make sense. Jesus turned water to wine. She turned a penny into a full-blown fucking dress, and I don't get it.
And that, folks, is his opinion on women's clothes. But no, you bought me a purse one time, and I felt so bad that I didn't like.
every single episode.
Some sort of technical problem. But
Every
as
single
I
time.
But as I was saying, yeah, there's been like one time where you bought me a purse that I genuinely just did not like, and I couldn't like, and it wasn't even like you bought it for me for like any big event. Like you were at the store and you saw it, or what was it? You were at the store because you had just got your bonus money. You were at Marshall's and you were like buying stuff for yourself. So you wanted to like buy me a present, and you knew I needed like a lighter colored purse for the springtime, wasn't it?
I think so. I don't know. I don't know what I was thinking about it, but I forgot what it was I was even buying it for.
Yeah, it wasn't for anything special, but I felt so bad. I was like, I hate this. Because it wasn't the color or the style. It was just the fact that it had a print on it, and I'm just like OCD.
Yeah, see, that's why I made sure I had that receipt. I was like, I don't know. I don't know how to buy a purse. I don't know what to look for. I barely even know how to buy clothes for myself. Like, you've been to the store.
Honestly, that's fair.
Like, I look at
You
it.
do not know how to dress yourself.
Like, I look at it and I'm like, that's cool. And then I just never wear it.
Actually, that's a lie. You do know how to dress yourself. Like, every time we go out in public, you do be looking fly as fuck. But you stick with, like, what you know. So I have to force you to try new things.
True.
Like those nice loafers that you got for the wedding. I told you when we first walked in, you should get these. And you were like, nah. What do you do while we're leaving? Buying them.
Fuck yeah, them shits were fire.
I told you.
I shut the door behind you. How the fuck did they get back?
Leia knows how to open this door.
Ah.
Leia knows how to unlock this door.
Planet of the Apes, Planet of the fucking Pitbulls. I think that's even worse. If Pitbull ruled the world, there would be diplomacy would only be discussed by belly rubs.
They would just have all the white women like under as slaves, giving them sweaters and snuggles.
That's what I'm saying. Little shits. And I see she's looking right at the camera too in the background, just like, yeah, I did that, bitch. Fuckers. Well,
yeah, no. Leia's like, oh no, she's on this side. Maybe. Actually, she probably needs to go out.
Yes, we are wrapping up anyway because we are actually going to be recording the season finale right after this. We are doing a double feature. So next week, guys, it is time. It's time for us to take a break. I will go more into that in about 15, 20 minutes, but for you, it will be another week or so. So as of right now, babe, say your goodbyes.
Thank you so much, everyone, for tuning in to listen to our absolute shenanery. It was good to be back on the mic again, just hang out with y'all. And we'll see you again next week.
Yes. And keep a lookout because, throughout the summer, we're going to be posting stuff. I'm jumping into content creation. I don't know what the fuck I'm going to be doing, but we're going to have fun with it. But regardless of whatever is happening, I love y'all. Thank y'all for listening as usual. Drop a follow, subscribe, buy some merch, buy a shirt, buy a hat, buy something. I only make $1 on anything that you purchase. So every little bit helps. We have technical difficulties, clearly. We need the help. I need better internet, guys. Help me out here. All right, I love y'all, and I'm out. Peace.